What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I am your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, John, Luke, and Josh. And of course, we've got your favorite Fun Friday member of the FYF fam here, Tim, at the right Tim. But more importantly, guys, we are joined by an awesome guest today to play brackets with us. Kevin, a.k.a. DuBois_22 from Twitter is with us. Guys, Kevin is a featured Devy writer over at Fantasy Pros, the co-host of the Devy Royale podcast, and host of the Double D's podcast. What is up, Kevin?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just glad I got the invite. I've been waiting, but I just been patient. I just been like, I don't want to, I don't want to get on their bad side. I'm glad myself. I'm glad I'm here.
We've been waiting too. We've been waiting for the right moment. We wanted to be fully prepared to have you on. We were very nervous. Exactly.
I'm glad my boy Tim's here. That's all I wanted. I'm good.
Yes. We can kick the rest out. I'm fine with that too.
Kevin, there's plenty of time to get on our bad side playing brackets today. Especially, man, I got some strong Adam Sandler movie opinions. So depending on what you think about Click, we may or may not fight. And Josh, I already know one of my picks is going to upset you just based off of a comment in passing the other day. I'm not even sure if you remember. But guys,
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
We've got two brackets to get through, and they're both pretty heavy. Like this first one, I think we're going to have a lot to talk about, even though there's only 8 players in it. So I want to get started as soon as we can. Before we do that, what's up, Craig? He said, morning, Jordan. Jordan gets the hello. We don't. I'm tired. And Craig said, what better way to start day 2 of the draft than with FYF? You know what? I was about to say, if you're starting your day right now, that may be a problem, but man, I've been so tired. I do not blame you if you just started your day right now. That's no problem. What's up, Jay Wall? He's going to watch afterwards. You know what? But we'll be there with you in spirit. Just shoot me a text and we can pretend like you're streaming it live. I'll respond to him. And what's up, Scott? Welcome. And he said, promise I'm not an FYF stalker, at least not the creepy kind. We want you to be the creepy kind. That's my dream, honestly, for Scott to be our like our fanboy, our overzealous groupie. Oh, yeah. And Jordan said, who was the most disappointing pick in the first round and why was it Alex Leatherwood? You answered. We're good there. We were talking about that right before the stream. Good answer. I think anybody think there was a more disappointing pick than Alex Leatherwood?
He's top tier disappointing pick. It's a very confusing pick for me, but I think we're getting to that here right in the next.
Yeah. And Jordan said, Simon, rule of thumb: a man with a better beard than you is probably not someone to fight. Man, I can't help it if he hates Click though. It's just going to happen. And Mundo Dillon said, Kevin, super appreciated your post today. Getting love from Scott.
I appreciate it, Scott.
And Jay said, I unfortunately can't watch today, but I just dropped by to say what's up to the Front Yard fam and Kevin. Jay, you've betrayed us. Get out of here. You got to find a new family now. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first bracket today is a fun one. We had to wait till yesterday to even put it together, but we're going to go through first round landing spots for these players. And we're talking from a fantasy perspective, not an NFL perspective. So this is for fantasy first round landing spots. And lucky for us, there were exactly 8 non-quarterback, like skill position players drafted in the first round yesterday. So it's going to be they filled out our bracket perfectly. I called Roger Goodell, see if he could make it happen for us so that we didn't have to have a wonky bracket. And he said, I got you. I couldn't talk him out of putting that chair on the stage, though. I tried my best.
God, that's so stupid.
This is a weird addition to this draft.
Added nothing, and they focused on it so
I hated it at first, but I feel like if you were the person sitting in the chair, like that's a cool experience for them, even if it looked dumb to everybody else.
I would feel so awkward.
Kevin's like,
I don't know about that, guys. That was kind of creepy. It was a little weird. Like the first time it was cool, but then like the 20th time, you're like, this is weird. This is
well, he like barely interacted with them.
Yeah, I saw 1 or 2 like older guys sitting in that chair. It looked like they might have needed the chair. So I don't know.
Like, accessibility thing.
Spicy McNutt here. It's been a while, Spicy. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. And guys, before we get started on this bracket, I just want to throw a reminder out there. If you are not subscribed to us on YouTube, go ahead and go to our YouTube channel at Front Yard Fantasy and subscribe. You can find all of our old brackets episodes, mock drafts, games of force, poll perception. It's all there. And you'll never miss another one again if you hit that bell as well. You'll get a notification for all of our live streams. Kevin, we are going to come to you first with this very first matchup. The seeding in this, I did not decide the seeding. It was just the order in which they were drafted. So that's how we seeded these players. The very first matchup is Kyle Pitts to Atlanta and Rashad Bateman to Baltimore. Which one of these players had a better landing spot for fantasy purposes? And obviously the player comes into play here a little bit as well. But what do you think, Kevin?
Yeah, I know the chalk answer here is going to be Pitts. I'm going to say Pitts, but I will say Bateman's not as dead as everybody thinks he is. So, like, this isn't like a terrible spot. I think he's going to get targets. I think he immediately comes probably the wide receiver one there. What you think of Lamar is what you think of Lamar, but I still think he's going to get the targets to succeed, and I would rather have him than some of these other wide receivers going at the end of the first probably. So I don't hate it, but I love Pitts. I love the talent, and I love what he's going to be able to do in that offense.
Beautiful. Josh, I know you're a Baltimore fan, but are you agreeing with Kevin up there?
I agree with everything Kevin just said, actually. I don't think Bateman's as dead as everyone thinks. I think he is going to be very valuable, even his rookie year. Not very valuable. He's not going to be a top 24 receiver or anything like that, but he's probably got the best hands on the Ravens already. I mean, next to Mark Andrews, he kind of drops some passes, though. Hollywood Brown will still be the deep threat. He'll open up space for Bateman, but it's Pitts.
2 votes for Pitts. What's up, Anthony? Welcome in. And Anthony wants to know, does Bateman fall to first-round rookie picks? I mean, he was already there on the edge. You know what I mean? He was a end of the first-round kind of guy. I imagine that's probably about where he'll stay, end of the first, beginning of the second. What do you guys think?
It'll depend on the receivers who go today, probably, like where they land. But, yeah, he might. A lot of people are down on Baltimore, so.
Yeah, we got to see where the Moors go, right? We got 2 Moors coming up that could easily jump ahead of them if they get good landing spots. And Spicy said, I was really hoping Bateman fell to my Packers, but they probably wouldn't have picked him anyways. Yeah, probably not. Speaking of disappointing picks, that was another one.
Yep.
Going with Eric Stokes right there.
Yeah. I liked it. It was petty.
But it better not have been a petty pick.
I love it.
So screwed up.
Okay, John Luke.
Actually, Jake came in here and said the FF Ballers agree with me on paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah.
I listened to that. I heard him say it, and I was like, this is insanity.
Well, congrats. You guys are all wrong. So, Kevin,
yeah,
paper, rock, scissors or rock, paper, scissors?
It's rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, what the hell? That's even a question?
That's not even.
Jay says
I don't know where you grew
rock.
up if it's not rock, paper, scissors.
We disparaged Jay for this, and then I was listening to footballers I was catching up today, and I heard that and I was like, oh no, what's happening? So of course,
what happened in their childhood to make that the order?
I don't know.
What's up, NBA? John Luke, are you going Pitts or Bateman for the better landing spot?
I completely agree with Kevin here. I love the Bateman landing spot. I know it does like temper expectations a little bit, but yeah, you can't really beat Pitts in Atlanta. That's amazing.
Tim, we got a bunch of people saying it's rock, paper, scissors. Like, come on, Jay. Tim, are you agreeing with everyone so far? Or are you going Bateman?
Yeah, but I mean, for the sake of a little bit of drama, I'm going to say Bateman is dead as a doorknob in Baltimore. So
there it is.
He's like, I'm agreeing, but I want to be more extreme.
Exactly. I mean, I absolutely love Pitts in Atlanta. I wanted Atlanta to do something stupid like they usually did. They like trade out, get a quarterback, but they didn't. They did the smart thing and picked a crazy freak of nature person in Pitts. I'm very excited.
Yeah, you guys covered it. Pitts. I don't think it's a death sentence for Bateman. I think I was very wrong on Lamar during the season where I had him dynasty wise. I've been warming on him recently, and I think Bateman does step into that wide receiver 1 role for them. Again, caps his upside, but he should be relatively safe, I think, as far as these rookie wide receivers go. But it's a sweep. Pitts moves on to the next round, and we've got, you know what? This one is kind of gross on all fronts. This is Kadarius Toney to the Giants or Devonta Smith to the Eagles. Josh, you have the first vote here. Is it going to be the it seems like unanimously hated pick to the Giants or another receiver for Philly to ruin? Who's got the better landing spot?
The better landing spot. I don't love either of these landing spots really for either of these players, but I'm going to go with Philly here. They're dying for offensive weapons. I know they drafted Jalen Reagor last year in the first round. I actually am still holding out hope for Reagor.
I know you love you some Reagor.
I don't know. I mean, now fantasy wise, like Devontae Smith's a better overall player than Reagor. Reagor might be a little bit more faster athletic wise, but Smith he could be good in Philly still.
Yeah. John Luke, are you agreeing with Josh here, or you think it's Kadarius Toney?
I can't believe they went Toney over
Marshall,
Bateman, Moore. Yeah.
Come on.
I don't really understand that. I thought the trade back was brilliant, really smart for them. at that position. What is the title of it? Is it best landing spot or?
Yeah, I mean, and player goes into account there too. Know what I mean? Like it's player plus like landing spot.
What's the exact title?
First round rookie landing spot.
Okay.
You always dig into the semantics.
I just want to make sure I'm evaluating it right. God. Oh, okay. Landing spot. Then I guess I would go Smith. There's not a ton of competition there, so and I like his talent a lot. I didn't want him to go there though, so I'm conflicted there.
Yeah. We're showing a lot of confidence today, guys. We are. Really,
I know, right?
We're showing
maybe that.
I got it.
Okay, Tim, your confident take. What is it?
Oh yeah, confident take, and probably the wrong take. I don't really care.
That is a doorknob.
I think Tony at the Giants could be really funny, just because I think he's a little like squirrely player that's gonna just zigzag around and make some funny plays. Plus, with Saquon Barkley out there taking up a bunch of the attention, he might just sneak through in the secondary and be like 80 yards downfield without you even thinking about it. I think there's a shot that he can do some good stuff. Philly, nobody knows where we stand with Jalen Hurts. I honestly thought Philly was going to do a crazy thing and pick another quarterback. That would have been hilarious too. But I'm going to go with Tony. I'll give him a shout out. This is a dirty matchup.
It felt like you just described Tariq Cohen perfectly.
Well, wrong team. I'm going to go with Smith. I agree with what you guys said. I don't love the landing spot, but it's better than Tony, who, I mean, I guess as of right now, I view him as like the wide receiver 3 behind Shepard and Galladay, and probably like Ingram's going to receive more targets. It just doesn't make sense to me why they drafted Tony, but it's going to be Smith for me. And Kevin?
Yeah, can we all agree that NFC East had the worst draft out of a conference there? Because it was
I'm in on that.
reaches, and as a Cowboy fan, I was not happy. I think it's Smith, but barely. I don't like Tony where he went. I don't mind him as a value depending on where he's going. I do think they're going to use him in a lot of different formats though. So, and he has less competition there. I mean, the Eagles don't have either. Eagles got to fix that line. That line is awful. So when you're looking at kind of how fantasy value goes for these guys, I don't even know if they're going to be able to get him the ball. Tony will probably have some rushing upside for some sweeps, other ways that get him the ball and kind of can use him. But I'm going to go slightly Smith. It's closer than I think people want to admit. Like, I think it's a lot closer, especially this first year.
Great call. Almost got another vote over there with you, Tim, it looks like, for Tony. But it is 4-1. Smith moves on to face Pitts in the semifinals. Tim, we got your guy up next. And I know, Kevin, you said you love this player. So it's Kevin's player, Tim's team. But JL's got the first vote. Better landing spot, Jalen Waddle to Miami or Najee Harris to Pittsburgh?
Oh man, it's Waddle for me. I really like that explosive Miami offense. Pittsburgh, I feel, of course, he was like the favorite. We all were kind of expecting Pittsburgh to take a running back, but until they take offensive line, which I'm expecting them to today, I don't know that it's that great of a landing spot. And I don't know how good that offense is going to be this year. So,
Tim.
Yeah, it's Waddle. I'm very excited with that pick. He was the guy I was looking for. Like Jamar Chase is similar in my mind to Devontae Parker. Close, however you want to match him up, but giving Waddle just gives you the ability to stretch the field. I'm excited about that pick. Harris to Pittsburgh. I mean, he's a fantastic running back, but I think situationally Waddle wins this.
Yeah, part of me wants to vote Harris just so we don't end it after 3 votes anticlimactically. Like, I feel like Harris, a lot of people love that pick, but like JL said, until I see that O-line's improved or that Big Ben can actually get the ball downfield and the defense like has to play true to him being able to throw it, I don't love the landing spot. Like that offense looked awful last year and it set the running backs up horribly. I think for that reason, Waddle's in a position to succeed there in Miami. I'm going to vote for Jalen Waddle. Kevin?
Yeah, I think that with Harris, there's a chance if Javonte Williams goes to the Jets, he'll be the running back 1 that you would want to draft in that area, just because of landing spot. I think that might be a better landing spot, which is weird. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit picking the Jets as the best landing spot, but I don't like it. JL hit on the head, that line. I just feel like they better address that O-line. But I think people also think there's more depth in this O-line than there is. And I think that that's going to be a reach in the second round. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go Waddle because he's my wide receiver too, and I'm not staying away from him. So that's my guy.
4-0 for Waddle. Josh, are you giving a vote to Najee Harris, or are you making this a sweep for Waddle?
Yeah, I'm going to go Najee Harris here. I do think Anthony, it's a perfect fit for the Steelers. I know their offensive line's bad. It's only gotten worse year after year after year after year, but I expect Harris to come in there and be a true 3-down back, playing on third down, getting a bunch of catches, kind of similar to Le'Veon Bell. So you got to get 3-down backs in fantasy, right? So I'm all about Harris and Pittsburgh. So
this one's 4-1 after Josh's vote for Harris, but I think that doesn't show how close it is. I think a couple moves by the Steelers and suddenly Najee beats Waddle in a 5-0 sweep. I think it's a lot closer than the score indicates there.
And I love Waddle too, by the way. I gotta say that.
I do like what Josh said too, of just how they use Le'Veon Bell is exactly how it's how they use D'Angelo Williams. That's how they use running back. So if they can fix those holes, then Josh is absolutely right.
He's
That's
going to be
slam dunk.
RB1.
Spicy McNuts says hot take. Chargers have the number 1 offense next year. I don't think that's too hot takey. They beat up that O-line a little. I mean, obviously not the clear favorites, but they looked good last year and they just beefed up that O-line a little bit. So I think they could have a great offense next year. We shall see though. Who goes first on this one? Tim, you've got the first one. This one, we've got some polarizing opinions here. I know Tim's glad he gets to go first.
I'm
on this
so
one.
happy.
We've got ETN to Jacksonville and
This is a weird one.
Chase to Cincinnati. Both picks that I think a lot of people didn't want these teams to make. So, Tim, what are you going with?
My answer is going to be Chase. I like it just slightly better. I think they're both not good picks at all. ETN it boggles my mind why they picked ETN when they had a 1,500-yard all-purpose running back on a team that was butt water. That was a 1-in-15 team that still produced a top 10, 6 running back.
Throwback to butt water.
Throwback to butt water.
I just literally cannot understand how they would draft ETN in that spot. There's so many other places to fill. It's just mind-boggling. Stupid pick in my mind. Bad. Love ETN, by the way. Love ETN. Let's make that crystal clear. I think he's a fantastic player. But just not to Jacksonville. Gosh. And fantasy upside is capped. Ugh.
A lot of people are thinking like Tim is about ETN to Jacksonville, thinking it just destroys his value, destroys James Robinson's value. But like Tim said, James Robinson had one hell of a season last year on an offense that is supposed to be much improved. If ETN is the main ball carrier in an improved Jacksonville offense, I believe he's more talented than Robinson. This could wind up being a good landing spot for fantasy for him. Now, the crux of that comes with if this ends up being just a total timeshare, then everyone's just screwed. But I don't think this is the death sentence that a lot of people are reporting. That being said, Chase with Burrow throwing the ball to him, even at least for 3 games before he gets murdered again, if they haven't fixed the O-line, is probably a better spot. I feel bad for Tyler Boyd. I feel like this is worse for him than it is for T. Higgins. But, man, I got to go with Chase here. But I don't think ETN is as bad as everyone else is saying it is. Kevin, what do you think here? Better landing spot.
I got to give credit to ETN because I've been hearing a lot of things like James Robinson's better than him. That's slander. That is slander. Stop it. Because I've been in group messages today saying, oh, how great James Robinson. Yeah, he was great, but he also had an 85% opportunity share. He's not getting that again. No. And neither is ETN, though, because they're going to probably use them together. They're also going to throw more. They got Marvin Jones. They got Chark. They got Chanel, all those guys. They got a real quarterback, right? Sorry, Gardner Trucers. But, they actually got a guy out there. So I do think that ETN in the long run is definitely way better than James Robinson. But to me, it's Chase. He's my wide receiver 1. He's a stud. They're going to throw the ball over the place. Zach Taylor has that offense humming. I don't necessarily agree that Boyd is hurt too bad here. I do think him being in the slot with the pressure that they're going to get from the outside, he's going to eat up some of those targets over the middle, especially kind of like a Jamison Crowder kind of route. Yeah. So I still like Boyd. I would actually be a little bit more hesitant for Higgins just based on the price that he's been going.
Okay, so you're more hesitant on Higgins than you are on Boyd going into next year. Gotcha. But another vote for Chase. Let's see. Josh, where were you in this order? I think you were right there. So
Yes,
you're
I
up
was
next. It is 3-0 for Chase over ETN. Are you continuing the trend or are you going with ETN?
So yeah, I got kicked out, but I came in and I just heard Simon say, "So you're thinking that it hurts Higgins more than Boyd?" And I was planning on saying that. I don't know if I think it hurts both of them. To be honest with you, I think it because Chase is such a deep threat. Like he was the best deep threat in college football, and I think that's where Higgins makes his name a little bit. But Higgins is still going to be good. I think all of them could be good. Yeah, I'm going with Chase here though. Just for the Joe Burrow connection. And I mean, they already said in Jacksonville that ETN's going to be their third down back. So I don't know. That's not really a great landing spot in my opinion then.
Yes. And if we know anything, coaches 100% of the time tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, James Robinson's really good though. So I don't know.
Are you finishing off this sweep, John Luke, or are you giving a vote to ETN?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you, Simon. Tim and I were arguing before the show on this. Yeah, I don't think this is as bad for ETN either. He's ending up on a team where it's a coach coming from college who likes to run, and his main competition that we're worried about, right? That everyone's worried that now he's going to split. He's just a third down back is an undrafted, free agent. And how old is Carlos Hyde at this point? 30, 31?
500.
500. And James Robinson is from the last regime. So I don't think
last regime.
It's
pronounced resume.
My bad.
Okay.
Even if he's saying like he's going to be a third down back, I'm not buying that as like, oh, this is exactly what he's going to do, because you don't draft someone in the first round to do that. Like it would make zero sense. And so I think that he'll have more upside, if not right at first, then at least as we go along, dynasty leagues. But it is hard to argue with Chase here. Bengals don't have that contested catch receiver like Chase is. I'm going ETN though to throw a little bit of weight on that side.
Whew,
the gun on me there, Simon.
I jumped the gun on you. Yeah, I thought everything's pointed to you going the other way. NBA says James Robinson is better. I said it. Whoo, with the hot takes. I think we all disagree with you there, but ETN is a phenomenal talent. There's a reason he's a first-round running back. I mean, just like look at the draft capital. But that's not to slander James Robinson. It's more of a pro ETN take than an anti-James Robinson take. We are into our semifinals. We've got Kyle Pitts versus Devonta Smith. I have the first vote here.
Yeah.
It's Kyle Pitts. I didn't like the Smith landing spot in the first round. This is maybe an easier matchup than he had in the last one, I think. So I'm going to go with Kyle Pitts. We already said all the reasons why I like Atlanta for him. So Kevin, which way are you going?
Yeah, going Pitts. Better athlete, better player.
Better athlete, better player. Josh, where are you going?
I think you could make the argument for Smith here. They already have a tight end in Atlanta. Not that I'm nervous about Hayden Hurst. But yeah, it's Pitts. It's Pitts. I think Matt Ryan will make sure they get the ball, and they'll probably be on the field at the same time a lot.
Another one for Pitts and John Luke. Pitts or Smith?
Yep, it's Pitts. I mean, that offense is going to be hard to guard against.
Absolutely. And Tim?
Yeah, it's Pitts. I don't want them to address the defense at all. I want them to just load the offense up and score 45 points a game. It's beautiful. It's the dream.
It'll be like I think it was our freshman year that Clemson, like we weren't great, we were good, but we had the like NCAA record for most victories over teams that scored at least 40 points in a season. Like we were gonna score 45 a game. So if you wanted to beat us, you had to score 50. But that was a fun season, and Atlanta could have a fun offensive season too. Pitts moves on. Next up, we've got Jalen Waddle versus Jamar Chase. And Kevin, we are back to you with the first vote in this one.
I love this one. This is how I come on these shows.
There we go.
You know what? I got to go. I'm going to stick with my wide receiver one, and that's Chase. Just because I think they're going to be throwing the ball more. They're going to have a worse defense, I think, especially if Miami's going to have a top-notch defense down there. I think they're going to have to throw it more. They're going to have to score more, and I think that Chase will do well fantasy-wise. But I think Waddle's going to be close. I think he's their number one option as well. But I love the talent there, Chase. I know Higgins is their boy, and I know that kind of separates us a little bit. But I still think Chase's landing spot's a little bit better.
Josh, are you agreeing with Kevin, or are you going with Jalen Waddle?
This is the toughest one yet for me. I'm going to go with Jalen Waddle. Actually, we're talking about just best landing spot. Chase, there's going to be a lot of mouths to feed there. I like the quarterback throwing Chase the ball better, but I don't even know if he's going to be healthy for next season. That doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go Waddle here.
1-1, John Luke. Will this be our first real contested one?
Yeah, I'm going Chase. I like him as a prospect better. Nothing against Waddle. I think that it is close, but it's Chase here.
I know what Tim's going to do, because even though if it wasn't Waddle, I think he likes to force me into the position where I have to be the deciding vote. So, Tim, go ahead and tell us why it's Waddle.
So I'm going to tell you why it's Waddle, because Cincinnati sucks. It's such a boring place. There's nothing going on. They had a good brewery, I guess, but
you did live there. He is a Cincinnati expert.
It's Ohio, you know.
Jamar Chase is going to drive over those hills, or probably fly there. But he's going to fly there. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be sad. The production's going to drop like a rock. And for that reason, it's Waddle. Waddle's like, it's sunny Miami. Come on, he's gonna be so happy. His production going to go tenfold.
That's true.
Watch him waddle to the moon.
What? So you're saying Joe Mixon hasn't actually been injured? It's just been Cincinnati seasonal depression. It's just keeping him off the field. Man, so it's 2-2. This one is close for me. I think the tiebreaker for me is I think Waddle steps in and is the number one option on that team immediately. And I think Chase is not. I think Higgins is going to be the number one option going into next year. That's not saying Chase isn't going to be great. I think Chase will be great. But landing spot specifically, I think I got to go with Jalen Waddle here. I also, like Kevin, I really like Jalen Waddle. I was excited when the Dolphins went with him. I was afraid after Chase went, they might go somewhere else, not address the receiver position right there. But I think they made the smart call taking Waddle at that pick. We've got our championship now. It is Kyle Pitts versus Jalen Waddle. Pitts to Atlanta or Waddle to Miami. The first skill position, not a quarterback drafted, versus the third skill position, not a quarterback drafted. Who had the better landing spot? Josh, you have the first vote in this one.
So, I mean, Pitts, he's got to deal with Julio Jones being there, Calvin Ridley being there, Hayden Hurst being there, but he has Matt Ryan throwing the ball, who is going to give him the ball, I think, very consistently. Man, but Waddle, I think he is the number one weapon on that team immediately. I really do, truly do. I'm going to go Waddle here.
Whew. JL, are you going Waddle or Pitts? This is a tough one, Josh. I like what you said there.
Yeah.
I'm going Pitts. I think not only is he going to be probably either, if not the top, then top two receiving option in Atlanta. And I think his touchdown upside is higher than Waddle. So
one vote for Pitts. It's 1-1. Tim, are you going Pitts or Waddle?
I mean, I really love both of these picks in the drafts. Pitts is an absolute freak of nature. I'm very excited to see what he does. But totally personal bias, Waddle.
At least you're honest about it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Pitts is almost like a cheat code for this bracket, I feel like, because his landing spot, whatever spot he went to, was a great landing spot for him because he's just that good of a player. Like, I think he could have fit into any offense. Like, it's best landing spot, but Pitts is almost like the landing spot for the team that got him. So I'm going to vote for Pitts and make Kevin cast the deciding vote for the champion of this bracket. Kevin, who wins the best first-round landing spot bracket today? Is it Kyle Pitts to Atlanta or Jalen Waddle to Miami?
Yeah, so this is fun. I love how you left it to me. I love Waddle, and I think he has the wide receiver one, but Pitts is just a unicorn, guys. And Hurst, when you look at Hayden Hurst last year, he got 15 red zone targets, and he didn't capitalize on them. Pitts will capitalize on those targets. He's going to score. And I'm agreeing with JL, which too much of the thing I feel like, but I'll go with it. So I think Pitts is the guy.
Strategy.
Pitts is the guy, and I think that he's going to get targeted. And Matt Ryan has that final option over the middle, and he looked great with Tony Gonzalez, those guys that used to have back in the day. Now he gets Pitts. Oh my God! So I'm going with Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is the champion of the best first round landing spot.
Stinky Pitts.
Munder Devlin said it's Pitts, has been since the start. Yeah, he was kind of a cheat code in this bracket, but there were some other good landing spots. Waddle to Miami, Some of us like Chase, but some also disappointing landing spots. I think some of these wide receivers, we were hoping for better situations, but it's all good. Guys, we've got a very important Adam Sandler bracket coming up next. Before we jump into that, though, NBA had a question. He said, Simon, do you wish Brown select Jason Owe and Jason Owe instead of Newsome? I think Josh and Jalen are jumping for joy that Jason fell to their lap. That's like a tongue twister right there. No, I personally wanted JOK at that pick. I love those kind of like hybrid linebacker roles. I feel like he could have really helped us in like multiple aspects of a defense that needs some help. But I'm actually thrilled with the Newsome pick. Yeah, that was the best corner available. He's super fast. Was great in college. I went and watched some more tape of him last night after the draft pick to like see how I felt about it. And he's a stud. So I'm excited about the pick. I think it makes more sense than JOK. So I'm not mad at all. I'm perfectly happy with where they went. We'll see what they do today.
I was happy for you getting Newsome too. So that's good. That's good that we both agree. No, I didn't want him as a Ravens fan. So you picking Raven from the Ravens. So I was pumped that Newsome got picked, honestly.
You said you didn't want him as a Ravens fan?
I did not. I just don't think the Ravens really need a cornerback of his style, speed, slottier, smaller cornerback. But
I'd say slottier.
He's a slottier quarterback. You know how it is. I really like Jason Owe. I was pumped to get him. I did want JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I would have been pumped to get him. Always do.
Such
but
good value.
I think it's his tackling. Yeah, I think it's his tackling. The JOK's tackling that's sending him down the board. Probably
whoever gets him today, grabbing him in the second round, him and then Christian Barmore. There's like some really good defensive talent that kind of slipped a little bit. There's some great players that are gonna make some fan bases very happy today.
Is insane value, though.
It wasn't insane value. Man, the last 5 picks, I was so excited because I felt like there was a lot of like offensive positions about to go back there. I was like, oh, this is going to be hype for fantasy. And then I said it on the live stream I was on, and then it was defensive player, defensive player, defensive player, defensive player, defensive player to end the first round. And I was like, oh man, that just kind of ruined everything. NBA said Browns could have used Christian Barmore.
I was surprised.
100%.
I thought they were going to take Barmore. I really did.
As did I. But we did need a corner, so it's all good. Guys, this is our Adam Sandler movie bracket. I went based on some random list I found online ranking all of his movies. So these are the ones that made the list. We did not include the animated ones. It's only fair. Otherwise, Hotel Transylvania would have just ran all the way to the front. I know it. But
Crazy Nights.
Well, maybe Hotel Transylvania 3, I think, would have ran the table. Yeah. But so we left those out so that other movies had a chance. JL, you've got the very first vote. Apparently, a movie I've never seen is the number 1 ranked Adam Sandler movie, Punch Drunk Love. It is critically acclaimed versus Little Nicky. Which movie wins this first matchup?
Oh my God. I don't know that I've seen Punch Drunk Love. But are we going to have like Uni if we get Little Nicky to win?
Hell no. Little Nicky, no. That's an amazing movie.
I checked 6 different lists, and all of them had Punch Drunk Love number 1 for Adam Sandler. And I was just like, I've literally never heard of this movie, but I was like, I got to include it because apparently it's like just widely known that it is the best Adam Sandler movie. But Jail, where are you going with this one?
I'm going Little Nicky. That's the only one I've seen. I didn't see the other ones.
Tyler said, what is this bracket? This is the Adam Sandler movie bracket. That's what we're doing. It's very important. It's what we want to talk about on draft day. And Tyler said, I had a meltdown on my live stream at the end. It happens, man. I might today, depending on the results of this bracket. And Tyler said, I just took over the show with my ranting on the Packers. Yeah. You know what? Packers fans, I think it's tradition, right? That's what they got to do. Tim, are you going Punch Drunk Love or Little Nicky?
It's Little Nicky. Punch Drunk Love, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. 16 seed from the gauntlet.
I'm also going Little Nicky because I've never seen Punch Drunk Love. Kevin, where are you going on this one?
Hey, Little Nicky is a damn classic. All right, I don't care what anybody says. I love that movie.
You hear that, Josh?
It is a stupid movie, but I love it. I love everything about it. I love the boobs on the head thing. I love the dog that talks. I love all of it. I will watch that movie all the time. I'm going Little Nicky. Screw Punch Drunk Love.
Josh, are we getting a clean sweep for Little Nicky in the first round, or are you going with Punch Drunk Love?
You said you hear that, Josh. What is that? Did I say something about Little Nicky?
You said something negative about Little Nicky earlier this week.
Is that what you were
whenever I
talking
mentioned it.
about?
Yeah.
I do not remember saying that. I think it's a funny movie. It's not a good movie. You know, it's a bad movie, but it's like a funny bad movie. I'll go with Punch Drunk Love just so you know the people out there that like the movie feel okay.
Has anyone here seen it?
I would seen it. I have seen it.
You've seen Punch Drunk Love?
Yeah.
Okay, we got one person.
Like Little Nicky more. I would have voted for it if it came down, if it needed it, but you know.
Oh no.
This is a tough one.
Tim, you've got the first vote in this one. It is the Waterboy versus Mr. Deeds. Wonder Difflin says Punch Drunk Love is his best acting performance, but not nearly my favorite of his. Tim, are you going with the Waterboy?
Excuse me, Jack and Jill was his best acting.
Yeah, and he did it twice.
Yeah,
I liked Grown Ups too. As his acting performance, but we can discuss that later. Tim, the Waterboy or Mr. Deeds?
I really enjoyed both of these movies. I'm gonna go Waterboy because yep.
Yeah. We're a football live stream, aren't we?
Oh man, I think in like high school I watched Waterboy probably 100 times. I just freaking loved that movie. It was so funny. I'm gonna go with Waterboy, and it sucks that Mr. Deeds is paired up against him in the first round. Tough matchup. Kevin, where are you going on this one?
You know, I gotta go Waterboy. It was close. I love Mr. Deeds. Like, I love this movie. Adam Sandler is one of my favorite actors. I love Mr. Deeds, but I gotta go Waterboy because I grew up on that damn movie. So I gotta go there.
Anthony coming in.
Yeah. You're a duo oblongata. I love that.
Josh, you're going Waterboy or Mr. Deeds?
This is the hardest one yet on this bracket. You know,
the hardest one yet.
It's the second one, right? No, it's Waterboy. It's Waterboy. It's really close though. It is.
John Luke, are you giving the sweep to Waterboy, or are you throwing a vote to Mr. Deeds?
I'm throwing a nod over to Mr. Deeds. The movie's fantastic.
That's fair.
Just for respect.
I'm glad it got one.
And up next, I've got the first vote. It is The Wedding Singer against The Longest Yard. And hear me out on this one. The Wedding Singer is the better movie. I know it's the better movie. I am fully aware that it is the better movie.
You are a moron. There's no way.
Which one would I turn on right now if I wanted to watch an Adam Sandler movie? 100% The Longest Yard. There's a 0% chance if you gave me these two options, I would pick The Wedding Singer, even though I know it's the better movie. So Longest Yard gets my vote. Kevin, where are you going on this one?
I agree. The Longest Yard is a great film. I love The Longest Yard. I'm going with my Cheeseburger Eddie. That's my dude. So I'm going The Longest Yard.
Another vote for The Longest Yard. You know what? So far, it looks like it's going to be nothing but upsets. What if we only like the shitty Adam Sandler movies?
Those are the best ones. They are. I like both these movies a lot. I'm going to go with The Wedding Singer.
Oh, I was about to say Anthony spoke too soon. He says Simon usually has bad takes, but he is on point. Wedding Singer for sure. You missed the rest of what I said.
Yeah. Wedding Singer's not like, it's not a laugh out loud funny like most of his movies, but it's still funny and it's good. You know, it's just a good movie. So
most of his movies aren't laugh out loud.
Well, I guess that's how he would want them to.
Most of his new movies.
John Luke, are you giving another vote to The Wedding Singer or finishing it off for The Longest Yard?
It's not even close. The Longest Yard is a fantastic movie on top of being funnier. It's great. I mean, when Caretaker dies, it's like, if you didn't
spoilers. I'm just kidding.
If you didn't cry, then you're a robot. So it's The Longest 100%. Yard. It had a little bit of everything.
Tim, another vote for The Longest Yard, or are you making it a 3-2 match for The Wedding Singer?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's The Longest Yard as well. It's very enjoyable. Good flick.
Nothing but upsets so far, but that might end here. We've got Grown Ups versus Billy Madison. And Kevin, you have the first vote.
Grown Ups.
Which movie wins this one?
This should be easy. This is Billy Madison. Like, Billy Madison is a classic. I like Grown Ups, but the acting in that movie got that was a little bad. There's a little suspect in there. Billy Madison is one of his best films ever.
You're saying Kevin James is not a good actor?
No, he
Do
is not.
talk bad about the king of Queens.
Since Mall Cop, I can't get past it.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. He peaked.
Segue. I can't get past it.
I just see Paul Blart. It's like a role that he can't get out of. It was just too beautiful. Josh, are you going Grown Ups or Billy Madison?
Yeah, Billy Madison is a classic. I got to go Billy Madison here. It's dumb. It's really dumb, but I do love it.
JL, Billy Madison or Grown Ups?
Yeah, it's Billy Madison. It is a dumb movie for sure.
But that's the beauty of it. Tim, Billy Madison or Grown Ups?
I'm sorry, Grown Ups. What you have shown us today has made us all dumber. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Get out of here.
It's a sweep.
What's the contest in Billy Madison? Like the decathlon or something?
Yeah, at the end. It's like the academic decathlon at the end.
Yeah.
Our next matchup is Just Go With It against Uncut Gems.
Cherish it.
Who has the first vote on? Who just voted last?
I
just voted last. So,
right.
Josh, you are up first. Is it Uncut Gems or
time?
Just Go With It?
Okay. It's Uncut Gems, actually. It's just a better movie.
JL, are you agreeing with him there, or are you going with the undeniable chemistry that Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston have on screen? You can't deny it, man.
That's true. I haven't seen either of these movies, so I will, I guess, go with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, just go with it, I guess.
No, I'll go with Uncut Gems.
2-0 for Uncut Gems. Tim, are you going with Uncut Gems or Just Go With It?
I mean, I think the answer is Uncut Gems, and I'm fine with that.
3-0 for Uncut Gems.
Well, but the other person, and Just Go With It, I think, is Brooklyn Decker, and she's very attractive.
You are correct.
Still good, Jets.
This might give me some serious hate, but people already know I have horrible taste, and I love a good shitty rom-com.
I have horrible taste.
Just Go With It is it's just such a good rom-com. Like, if we're grading it against other romantic comedies, Just Go With It is a top tier rom-com that I like watching. So I'm gonna go with Just Go With It. Sorry, Uncut Gems fans, but
we'll allow it.
That's the one I would prefer to watch. Kevin, which one are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Just Go With It, to be honest. Like, I actually I've go with Simon here. I didn't really like Uncut Gems. And I give Adam Sandler props. He gives all us unattractive males hope out there to marry someone. Look at what he had in that film.
He's a plastic surgeon in that movie, by the way.
Yeah, he is a plastic surgeon.
I know, but still, I give him props. Okay?
Yeah, well,
I see him and watch the film, like, I could do that. I could be
I
like
it.
I mean, him playing a plastic surgeon or any type of doctor is almost more unbelievable than him playing a serious role. So you might be right there.
Simon, you're an Uncut Gem.
I am an Uncut Gem. Thank you. This next matchup is Happy Gilmore versus Funny People. Jail, you're a funny people. I think Jail has the first vote on this one. Happy Gilmore versus Funny People. If anyone caught that, they learned a lot more about me than they probably wanted to today. But Happy Gilmore versus Funny People. Jail, where's that first vote going?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I liked Funny People, but I don't know that it was better than Happy Gilmore. God, I'm trying to even remember like parts of that movie.
If you're trying to remember, you know the answer.
Yeah, come on.
It's Funny People, I guess.
What? One vote for Funny People. Tim, are you going with Funny People or Happy Gilmore?
No, I'm going Happy Gilmore. Change it.
Okay. You lunatic, but that's okay. Not if I guess some people might like Funny People better. That's up to you. Tim, are you a lunatic or is it Happy Gilmore?
It's Happy Gilmore by a mile. Anytime you start a trend where I'm at the driving range and I have to try it, that's just iconic stuff. There's always a point I'm like, I could do this.
You have no idea how many times I've tried to do that and failed 100% of the time. I've never successfully done it. It's Happy Gilmore. Kevin, Happy Gilmore or Funny People?
I have to go Happy all the day. I could argue Happy is my one seed. So that's who I'm picking here.
That's why I got 2 ones.
That all these lists had it pretty low. Yeah, Tim, that's right. That was my reasoning. He's got 2 ones. Josh, Happy Gilmore or Funny People?
It's Happy Gilmore. And the list you're looking at, I guarantee you they are looking just for high quality, critically like acclaimed movies more than just like our movies that we just enjoy and are a little bit more nostalgic probably.
This is a tough one.
Completely agree with you, Scott. As an 11 seed is ridiculous. Whoever did this seeding deserves to be fired. And he said this bracket finals Happy Gilmore versus Billy Madison, or I send it back.
Send it back.
We'll see. Up next, we've got Anger Management versus Click. Tim, you have the first vote on this one.
I love both these movies.
So Anger Management's a great flick, but Click does not fail to make me cry. And that's so stupid out of an Adam Sandler movie. It just happens every time. Click. Give me Click.
Click is the best Adam Sandler movie. I will stand by that. I love it so much. Man, it tugs at my heartstrings. I can't help it. And the fact that it all starts, like the fact that a movie where a primary plot point is Bed Bath & Beyond makes me cry like regularly is amazing. Another vote for Click. Kevin, are you going with Click or Anger Management?
Yeah, this is a safe place, right? Because Click is the first movie I've ever cried during. Like when he's dying and he says "family first," that shit gets me every time. Like I'm always like, this is before I'm even a dad. Like I can't, like that kills me. I'm going Click all day on this. I cried. Ladder 49 and Click.
Ladder 49. Oh my God, I forgot about that movie.
Both of those, I was crying in the movie theater. I look like with friends, like my friends. They looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, I don't know what's happening to me right now.
You don't know.
Look away.
This happens.
That's awesome. Josh, are you going with Anger Management or Click?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a couple different scenes in Click that can make you get a little emotional, huh? I'm thinking of, like the one where his dad comes and he's like trying to be all nice. He's like,
oh my gosh,
I'm watching Click after this. I don't care what you guys say.
Click. It's Click. Like this is close. I like Anger Management a lot. Just a tough first round matchup.
John Luke, are you finishing the sweep or giving a vote to Anger Management?
No, finish the sweep. Anger Management was like the quintessential average Adam Sandler movie. It was fine. It was fine. It was funny. It was fine.
I think we've got
the
quintessential average Adam Sandler movie up here. I won't say which one, but we have 50 First Dates versus Big Daddy. I've got the first vote. I honestly think Big Daddy was like one of the first Adam Sandler movies I saw as a kid. Like I loved that movie when I was younger. Just nostalgia factor. I'm gonna go with Big Daddy. Also, 50 First Dates kind of sucks. So I'm gonna go with Big Daddy. Kevin, you are up. I think I just offended him with that 50 First Dates take.
You said you like a good rom-com and you bag on that. Wait a minute.
That's why I voted for.
Just go with it.
Are you
for
kidding?
Sure? In terms of rom-coms,
I agree.
In terms of rom-coms, for sure. I feel like that's just objective.
I'm going 50 First Dates just to piss you off because that is ridiculous. that is a ridiculous take. I mean, I love Big Daddy, but that's a ridiculous take.
It is not even his best rom-com.
Also,
Josh,
I don't hate 50 First Dates. I don't think it's like, it's not a good movie. It kind of falls in line with the rest of them, but it's Big Daddy here. Definitely Big Daddy here.
2-1 for Big Daddy. JL, where are you going? Big Daddy or 50 First Dates?
I am not a big Drew Barrymore fan. I like the concept of 50 First Dates, but Big Daddy all the way.
3-1 for Big Daddy. Tim, where are you going on this one?
Scuba Sam.
I was going to go 50 First Dates, but to me, the concept is actually really creepy. It's a very, very creepy romantic comedy. Like, here, plug this in and see why you love me. Every day? Oh, I'm still going 50 First Dates for sure.
All that.
Tough following you around.
Guys, we gotta speed through some of these rounds to make sure we determine who the actual winner is. And I believe Kevin, you've got the first vote on this one. Little Nicky versus the Waterboy. What is the better Adam Sandler movie, or your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
I'm going Waterboy. Waterboy.
One vote for Waterboy. Joshua, Waterboy or Little Nicky?
It's Waterboy for sure.
John Luke. Oops, I put it down to 0.
I hated it. 5 stars.
I hated it.
I love that.
That's Tim all the time.
Hey,
that was you this time, Simon.
John Luke, Waterboy or Little Nicky?
It's Little Nick now. It's Waterboy.
Tim?
Yeah, I think Vicky Valancourt is why I like the type of girls I like.
Oh, God. I feel bad for you, Tim.
So, yeah, Waterboy.
We just learned a lot about Tim.
Belong in
Okay.
Florida.
And it's going to be a sweet
Maybe.
5-0 for the Water Boy. Up next, we've got a pretty tough matchup here. The Longest Yard versus Billy Madison. And Josh, you've got the first vote. Anthony said, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry got snubbed.
Oh my
What the
God, yeah.
hell,
Oh
Simon?
yeah.
I
Where's
know.
Jack in jail?
We ran out of room on the list. Okay, bedtime stories isn't on here either.
Also,
we got-
Kevron said hi to Kevin. You know,
Oh yeah.
just
yeah.
had to
hello,
say.
my fellow Kevin.
Hello,
There
fellow
you go.
Kev.
What's up, guys?
So I'm going with Billy Madison, by the way. Easy.
One vote for Billy Madison over the Longest Yard. What's up, Sean? Welcome
What's
in.
up, Sean?
And Sean said it made him unsure who to take at the 102. Yeah, that's a tough one now between Lance and Fields. I guess Wilson
Lance
could
for
start
me.
that conversation, but I think it's still Fields for me. But it is close. But
In,
it is
in
close.
super flex, is it going to be 1, 2, 3, the three
Is it
QBs?
tight
You
end
guys
for
think?
Yeah, without a doubt. And I think you could
No,
make the
just
argument
normal.
1, 2, 3, 4. With Wilson at 4, but that's where that pick gets interesting. I don't think you take anyone but a QB with the first 3 picks with those landing spots. Anyone
Let's forget about
disagree?
Wilson.
Yeah, I would go Lance with 2. Yeah.
John Luke, are you going Billy Madison or the Longest Yard?
The Longest Yard. Get out of here, Billy Madison.
Yeehaw! Tim,
your pants.
Billy Madison or the Longest Yard?
Billy Madison. I always tried to see how far I could get my loogie down before I stuck it back up.
Ew.
That's from Billy Madison.
That's disgusting, but good reason.
Well,
Um,
no, they do that in Big
I'm-
Daddy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, Billy Madison still is better.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Are all of your
They
Too
could
many
have still
Bs.
done that in that one too.
Too many B's. I don't care. It's Billy Madison.
are all of your behavioral tendencies from Adam Sandler movies, Tim?
And they might be.
Dating, life,
I don't know.
everything.
Loogie
It's
habits.
worked out pretty well. Good. I'll take it.
I'm going with the Longest Yard. Same reason I said last time. It's probably the movie I'm most likely to throw on from this list, just casually. 2-2, and this makes Kevin have to pick the winner. Kevin, is it the Longest Yard or Billy Madison?
It's Billy Madison. He's got a list. You know, it's Billy Madison.
Billy Madison moves on to face the Water Boy in the semifinals. Up next, we've got Uncut Gems versus Happy Gilmore. JL, you've got the first vote. Uncut Gems, the movie about my life, or Happy Gilmore?
I don't care. Happy Gilmore. Never
What do you
saw
mean
him.
you don't care?
Freaking Longest Yard should have won.
Oh, you're mad about that.
Yeah.
Come on, get over it. We got the rest of the bracket to play. Tim, Uncut Gems or Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, suck it, Bob Barker. Give it to Happy Gilmore. Let's go.
Suck it, Bob Barker.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore. Sorry, Uncut Gems. I know you're a good movie, but I don't like you. Kevin, Uncut Gems or Happy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore, easy.
4-0 for Happy Gilmore.
Let's
It's a
go.
sweep.
Boom.
See ya, Uncut Gems. And this is an interesting matchup. We've got Click versus Big Daddy. Tim, you have the first vote.
Give me Click.
Click starting out with a 2-0 lead. Like I said, I think it's the best Adam Sandler movie. Kevin, where are you going? Are you giving the early victory to Click or are you going Big Daddy?
Oh man, this is really tough.
Great movie, 0 stars.
I'm going Big Daddy. I got to go with the OG of Adam Sandler movies here.
It is 2-1. Click to Big Daddy. Josh, where are you going on this one? And he's frozen. John Luke,
That was
where are you going on this one?
I think he was going to pick Click because that's what I'm picking.
You're picking Click?
That's fair.
Well, then you know what? We don't even need Josh's vote because we've got 3 votes for Click. So we can just move on without him for the time being. Click moves on to face Happy Gilmore in the semifinals, but we've got the Water Boy versus Billy Madison. Josh officially left us. He had enough of our Adam Sandler shit. He said, you guys have the worst Adam Sandler takes. I am out of
First
here.
takes are nothing.
At least I have reasons.
You have raisins?
No, reasons.
Oh, gotcha. I have neither raisins or reasons. Who has the first vote on this one? JL had the last vote, so I think I have the first vote. Kevin's gonna have the second vote. I'm gonna go with the Water Boy on this one. It is close, but I like the Water Boy better. I feel like I used to quote that movie so much, but now I don't. I've grown up. Now I quote Anchorman instead of the Water Boy. You know, as an
Yeah, I'm
adult,
mature.
as an adult
An
should.
adult.
Kevin, where are you going? Water Boy or Billy Madison?
I'm going Billy Madison again. I'm going to go OG Adam Sandler, which I think I'm outnumbered by you guys. I'm a little older than you guys. So I'm going to go Billy, though. I got to give a shout out to my guys.
Josh, you actually have the next vote. We'll move you back up to your spot. Also, your vote on the last one, would you have voted for Click or Big Daddy?
Big Daddy, actually.
Well, still would have lost 3-2.
It's okay.
But we will mark that in the record.
Who else went with Big Daddy?
Kevin went with Big Daddy,
Nice,
right?
Kevin. Nice,
Yep.
nice choice.
Okay, so Josh, Waterboy or Billy Madison?
Billy Madison, actually.
Okay.
This is the tightest one in this whole bracket.
my.
I'm saying it's so tight, super tight.
Munder Devlin says the end of this will depend on when you were born. Yeah, if you were born in the morning, you like the Waterboy, but if you were born in the evening, you like Billy Madison. Yeah, mid-afternoon, you are a 51st Dates fan, and it explains a lot. JL, are you going Waterboy or Billy Madison?
I'm Billy Madison here. I feel like Waterboy's a little bit overrated.
Whoa, JL throwing out Cheez-It takes and that take. Look at you.
Yeah, here we go. I live for the hate. Bring it on.
Tim?
Wait, JL, did you double vote?
No.
I voted. Then
Happy
Kevin,
to,
then Josh, then JL. Now it's your vote.
Oh, so Josh went Billy? Oh,
yep.
Gross.
I did go Billy.
Well, Waterboy.
3-2, but Waterboy gets knocked out.
Oof.
Kevin, I think maybe you reverse psychologied us there. You were like, I'm going to vote Billy, but I'm probably outnumbered. And JL was like, yeah, watch this.
Billy Madison's a classic.
We've got Happy Gilmore, the 11 seed versus Click, the 10 seed.
Wow.
This is a powerhouse matchup. Tim, you have the last vote on this one, which means Kevin, you have the first vote on this one. Happy Gilmore or Click?
It's Happy Gilmore. It has to be Happy Gilmore, right? Right, guys? Don't let me down here.
It's Happy Gilmore for me as well. Yeah.
Okay, 2-0 for Happy Gilmore. JL?
I went with Big Daddy in the last round.
It's Click.
Oh.
It's like 2-1. Happy Gilmore.
I feel like
Click.
Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and the Waterboy are all the same movie with just like different clothing.
Different
same exact thing.
Different names.
Different names, different clothings.
Yeah.
But basically the same thing.
Tim, are you going with Happy Gilmore or Click?
It comes down to you, Tim. Because
I know it's my vote is what it is.
It's your vote.
That decides it.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put my vote in there. Tim, you're deciding the winner. Happy Gilmore and Click are tied. Who is the winner of this matchup?
Well, Mama doesn't know.
I hate this. I truly hate this because you look at this.
Don't hurt.
This comes down to the side characters, right? I mean, you effectively God is Christopher Walken, right? But then you have Chubbs. I mean, the Gator, Shooter McGavin. Come on.
Yeah, Shooter.
McGavin's iconic.
Yo,
he's like a terrible human being. That actor.
Yeah, no, but he's awesome, isn't he?
I recently saw a really put together thing that made Shooter McGavin. It was like a trailer for Happy Gilmore, but made Shooter McGavin look like the good guy, and Happy Gilmore look like an evil guy, the evil murderer. That's really good. It was really fun.
You know, for the dream sequence, heaven and hell scene in Happy Gilmore, that is why I'm going with Happy Gilmore.
I thought you were about to pull the reverse switcheroo and say Click after that, but you broke
That's
my
the reason
heart.
I do not like Happy Gilmore. And
you know what?
That makes sense.
Scott called it from the beginning. This is not the quote calling it, but he said it's going to be Billy Madison versus Happy Gilmore in the finals, or I send it back. Well, we made it. We got your matchup.
You're welcome.
Josh, you have the first vote in this championship matchup. Billy Madison versus Happy Gilmore. Your favorite Adam Sandler movie. Which one of these wins?
When I think of Adam Sandler, there's one movie I think of, and it's Billy Madison. That's the first
vote
movie
for Billy Madison.
That's the first movie that comes to mind.
John Luke.
I like Billy Madison more.
2 votes for Billy Madison. Anthony said, I don't agree with how we got here, but we got the right top 2. Awesome. And Munder Devil said, sweet, I don't have it back. I'm not going to show your correction for the typo because I like it better that way.
Don't have it back. Ben Stiller.
Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore?
Josh, for your exact reason is why I'm going Happy Gilmore. That's his movie.
Yeah, and you know what, Josh? When I think of Adam Sandler, I think of one movie, and it's Click. Screw all you guys. I'm voting for Happy Gilmore because I want Kevin to have to decide the winner of this bracket. Kevin, who is it? What is our favorite Adam Sandler movie determined by science? Is it Billy Madison or is it Happy Gilmore?
I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these guys, but I'm going Happy.
The same movie.
I'm going Happy. Get out of here, JL. I'm going Happy for Chubb's hand, and just I'm here with you, Chubb.
JL loses again.
JL loses again. You heard it here first, guys. Happy Gilmore is indisputably the best Adam Sandler movie. We figured it out using science. You can't argue with these results.
Except for Jack and Jill.
except for Chuck. Sorry, yeah. And I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. We'll have to do like a next bracket where they can challenge the
Just
You
champion.
Kevin
mean like
James
worst
and
Adam
Adam
Sandler movies?
Let's do
because
another
Jackson Joe
Adam
would probably win.
Let's do another Adam Sandler movies bracket.
Go by
But it's just
Rotten
all of his,
Tomatoes.
like worst. We'll do backwards from his worst movies to
Yeah,
his
yeah.
best movies.
Can we do a Kevin James bracket and like no one will care about it?
We include TV shows as well, like King of Queens versus Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Who will
Zookeeper.
win? What'd you say?
Zookeeper.
Wasn't
Truly
Adam
awful.
Sandler in Zookeeper as well?
No, I don't know. I only watched like 20 minutes of it because it was terrible.
I think he was. Okay, that's besides the point. We're getting all wrapped up in Kevin James here when Adam Sandler should be the focus. Kevin, thank you so much for coming on today. You helped to decide that Kyle Pitts had the best landing spot of the wide receiver, running backs, and tight ends drafted in the first round, and Happy Gilmore is indisputably the number one Adam Sandler movie. Guys, if you do not already follow Kevin, make sure you do that at DuBois_22. Anything else you want to say? Any place else people can find you, Kevin?
No, just, if you want to follow me and engage, you can at me, send me messages, whatever. I just appreciate you guys. You guys need to follow these guys. They're really good. They're good dudes. And I really love just listening to them and seeing them on the come up. So I'm excited for you guys, what the future holds for you.
Thank you.
Likewise, man. I'm always in the subreddits, which I feel like not many people from the Twitter community are in the subreddits. And I always love seeing the content you put out there. So keep up the good work.
I appreciate it.
Actually.
Absolutely. Awesome, guys. Well, we will be back on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Before we go, though, quick plug for our friends Jay and Eagle Dan. They've got a day 2 draft special tonight on going a podcast with Upside. So make sure you guys tune into that. I'm sure we'll all tweet it out so you can find it on our Twitters. They've got a lineup of awesome guests, including the three of us. But then they also have some awesome guests, so don't worry. It's not just us. And they've got some surprise guests coming on too. I heard Tim Tebow was going to be there, is the rumor that got started yesterday. So I'm lying 100%. Don't hold me to that, but could happen. Josh, anything you want to say?
Yeah, just that trading makes fantasy fun. That sums it up.
And trade with me, Josh.
We're gonna make it happen, JL. I've been crazy busy.
Scott says thanks, guys.
But I need some fun in my life.
What is
Mazda?
Mazda? See you, Mazda. We'll see you, Mazda, too, Scott.
I have a Mazda.
That's it for us today, guys. We'll be back Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Adios, everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.
Love you guys.